most of us knew Tom Bradley because he lived in the neighborhood, and we would pass by 42nd Street. I think that was the street that he lived on. And we knew his sister and his brother. They were closer to our age. Well, we knew him from the neighborhood, but then when he became a police officer, he had a demeanor about him that kind of demanded respect. And he was friendly, but not overly so, but we all liked him and respected him. After he would see us all the time going to and from school, that's when he approached, I don't know who he approached, it was one of, shall we say, 9 or 10 girls, about getting in an organization called the Deputy Auxiliary Police. And I think it was something to keep teenage girls off the street. And we really weren't teenagers then. I think we were closer. Well, we were 13, but we were too young for jobs. None of the stores or anything would hire us. And I think that was their way of doing something for the community. And they would take us different places. Before, I had never been to Val Verde. They took us there. They had a nice luncheon for us there. And they had a lot of activities that we could do there, sports activities and so forth. And they more or less let us be ourselves and have fun. I remember they had a swimming pool. They took us to the beach. They took us to the beach during the day. At the time, they had one spot in California where most black people went, and they called it the spot. They didn't take us there. They took us to the regular beach where we were out with everyone else, and it was just wonderful. I think all of us were nice kids that didn't have any outside activities at the time. None of us were working, and they just kind of took us in hand and treated us with respect, took us places we hadn't been before, and it was really a great experience. It's so funny, you know, you'd see these police officers in regular clothes. They didn't have their uniforms on. So we saw them as regular people, not necessarily police officers. Come to think of it, when they were not in uniform, we called them by their first names. But when they were in uniform, Officer Bradley or Officer Goodlow, whoever it happened to be, we were a pretty nice group of girls too, if I do say so. I think he had a very good effect on us, also seeing that he became mayor. So one of us from that same area became mayor. So that means that any of us could have accomplished something too. They can become president of the United States. They can become mayor of a city the size of Los Angeles. I think if they have that desire, I think they can be anything they want to be. I just thought it was wonderful for him to be the mayor of Los Angeles, one, also the first black mayor also, and Los Angeles has covered quite a bit of territory. I thought it was wonderful, and he always conducted himself in such a manner. He was always a gentleman and always very, I don't know if the word I want to use is stately or not, but that was the way I saw him. Tom Bradley. He was a tall, nice, well-mannered gentleman, as I recall. He was well-mannered as a cop. I never saw him disrespect any of our young people. He just, he was a gentleman. That's the best way I can say it. Everybody respected him.